Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science, the most authentic voice in true crime. In this episode, we're going to solve the mystery of the so-called passenger. In the last photo, what looks like an arm sort of going back over the seat. We're going to get some clarity on exactly what that is instead of who that is. Today is the 6th of July. It's a grim milestone. It's the 3-week anniversary of Summer Wells' disappearance. That little girl has been missing now for 21 days. There's also been a bit of a silence, a bit of a blackout from the media side. We're not really hearing anything from the authorities. That doesn't mean nothing is happening, but it is a bit concerning. Where is Summer Wells? The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the possible background to the last photo. Could it just be from something in the road? Could it be this particular image provided by Tector Gorch? And everything's in it. A red vehicle, what looks like a white building, and what he's presenting there is essentially some kind of just roadside scene somewhere in Tennessee. And I'm going to be providing more information on that in a video dealing with the route that Candace took. So in terms of the question we're asking, is that a person sitting basically beside Summer? Is that someone's arm? And as a way to flesh out what we're sort of talking about here, someone has kindly sort of illustrated it, sort of provided more perspective on the box and, providing the rest of what could have been or could possibly have been a person sitting there with a box on their lap kind of thing, right? And it's certainly, in terms of that rendition, it's certainly, I guess, possible, but I really don't think there's much space in terms of where Summer is sitting and the edge of the seat. There's very little space to be sitting. Now, in terms of the arm, there's another image we can look at, and this image comes to us courtesy of Tiffany Marie, who's done some pretty good work there. She sort of zoomed in on it, and you can clearly see, well, I suppose not clearly, but you can see there's what appears to be certainly signs of lines in the so-called arm. It looks like it could actually be a piece of timber. And if you look in what might be a bin behind that, there might also be timber in that bin. Now, that's the other aspect. So first of all, it's not a passenger. It is very likely a piece of wood, a plank, possibly a piece of cardboard sticking out, right? So unless the passenger's name is Pinocchio, I don't think we need to really worry about that. It's a little joke from Tector Gorch's side, which I think is quite funny. The other thing that Tiffany Marie has highlighted in her video, and I'll put a link in the description, is that red thing in the background is probably not a vehicle. It is a bin. It could possibly be a trailer. And I tend to agree with her because, to me, what looks like the background, obviously it's not a very clear image, but what it looks like in the background is something like a garage. It sort of looks like the back of a yard or something. Maybe it's a kind of a garbage dump or something, or parking area, the back of a parking area. But the other thing I think you've got to bear in mind is when the camera pans to Candace, she's driving. So she seems to be on a road, right? So it's difficult to sort of imagine that whatever that is behind them is kind of a garage. But it definitely doesn't look like a truck. It doesn't look like a red truck. It doesn't look like the front of it or the back of it. I suppose it could possibly be the side of it, but why is there that silver sort of decal on it? So what I'm going to do in one of the next videos is take you through the actual route that Candace probably took, and we're going to identify what we see through the side window on the actual route and try and get a sense of where she was when that happened. And in that way, we're going to try and fit the pieces of the puzzle together. So I'm not going to take it further than that. I want to thank those who've subscribed to this channel in the last couple of days. Welcome to True Crime Rocket Science. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the light blue icon on the bottom right of your screen. Like, share, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.